Hello, it's Jim from Paintspotsandpaper and JOTJournalsCreations. Well, it's Happy Scrappy Saturday again, and although I am in fact recording this on the Friday because I've got a very busy day tomorrow. So anyway, I have done a little bit more to the small scrappy journal we started last week. I'll give you a quick flick through of what I've done. I've stuck these in and I've made tucks of both of these. I think perhaps you might have seen that. I've only done a couple of bits. Where are we? I've put in this pocket here on this page and decorated it with this lovely book washi tape, which I've glued as well because it never holds, does it? And there's a nice little pocket there. Don't think I've done much else. Let's have a look. That I'd already done. I think apart from that, really all I've done is made a little vellum pocket and put it in. Oh, that's it. Yeah, I made this little vellum pocket and decorated it, and just put a couple of bits in there. That's all I've done with that so far, but I'm going to work on that again next time. But remember I said just how much I've got in scraps. Well, when I cleared my room out, I realised just how many strips of paper I'd got, and instead of having them in a bag, I had to transfer them into a tray. I mean, how ridiculous is this? But I'm sure they'll come in handy. So before I add any more to them, because I'm still working on the bee journal, before I add any more to them, I'm going to make a few page edge strips from them. Nothing fancy, just some, because I can't do fancy, but just some basic ones. They won't be stitched, they're just going to be stapled and decorated. So I thought we'll get started on those, perhaps sort out a few bits. This is obviously from, I used a paper pack for my bee journal. Oh, it's not close enough really. A paper pack for my bee journal, and this in actual fact was the cover, which had strips of all the different papers in it, and I thought, well, they're ideal bases and I can make some page edge decorations out of those. Some other bits are from books, which are really pretty. This is from my Alice in Wonderland journal that I did. This is from my Vintage Ladies journal. Just trying to think a lot of it. This came from, these ones came from my boho art journal. Well, I did 2 boho art journals. That's from Alice in Wonderland. And there's various other strips that I don't know where they've come from. And there's a lot of these from the bee journal, which are the tops of the pages where they're perforated on. And I thought, well, instead of wasting them, I can always cut them across here and make them into page edge decorations. So these are just, I'll take those out because they're all just plain white card type ones, so they'll come in handy for something else, but I've kept them separate as much as I can. And of course there's bits of music paper and all sorts, so I'm going to take some bits out and try and keep in mind the journals that I'm working on at the moment. We've got that nice Scrappy one that I've just showed you, and some of these are from some of the papers I used for that, and of course the bee journal ones, I'll get some of those out, some bits of music paper. There's also some other bits and bobs in here, so I'll just sort out a few bits and see what I can do. From these were from my Oriental journal, but I don't think I'll be using those today. I don't know, maybe I will. Maybe I'll dip into it later on and use them. Just trying to decide. There's a few pretty florally bits, because there's quite a lot of pinks, isn't there, in the Scrappy journal. So I'll take out some bits for that I know will go, or I hope will go. Oh dear, it's the blind leading the blind here. I don't think this is really a tutorial, it's just a let's have a go type video, and yeah, just see what comes up from it. Anyway, I'll take those bits out for now and grab any other bits I want. I'm just going to put that to one side for now. Get these on my desk. Trouble is you keep seeing bits, don't you, that you like. A few more bits there, they're quite pretty. I could go on forever, couldn't I? They were from the vintage ladies, they can come out. It's a nice, oops, lacy bit. Oh, what's this? That's pretty, see what I mean? I could be here forever doing this, couldn't I? So, anyway, let's just get on with it. Now, these are quite, well, that one's quite wide for base. I think I might cut that down. And I'm going to use the noisy cutter, I'm afraid, because it does make a nice edge. I hope I'm in, yeah, I'm in frame, aren't I? Let's just take that a bit further down. Don't want it quite that wide. I'm thinking of the Scrappy journal at the moment, so we don't want them too long, because it's not a huge journal, and the shorter bits can be used on others. So we'll have those two pieces. This is pretty. I'll take that one down a bit. And I've no idea of the time because I didn't check. So if you can hold on for 2 ticks, I'm just going to check the time so I know what I'm doing. Let's just, sorry about this, 2 ticks. That's it, that just gives me a rough idea of how much time I'm using up. I don't want to be here forever and bore you to death. That's another small bit can get out of the way. So, I hope you're all well. I'm not too bad here. My partner's in the other room. I think he's got the radio on at the moment, listening to something. Or scrolling on his phone. Did I do anything else? Had quite a busy week with one thing or another. I'll see as usual, the garden. Dreaded shopping. And on, we had visitors a couple of days. Tomorrow I go with my daughters in the evening, early evening, and it's just myself, my partner stays here, and then I'm staying overnight there. She's got a mutual friend coming over, I think, and if it's nice weather, we're going to be sitting out. She's got her garden is in like 2 tiers, so you've got the steps, you've got like a big veranda that goes all the way along from her kitchen to the in front of her lounge, and that's quite big, so we'll either be sitting out there, or if you go down the steps into the garden itself, her husband's just built her a really nice she shed, so yeah, we'll be one place or the other just after we've eaten. Apparently she's going to do me a nice steak, and she is a wonderful cook. Well, whether she does it or her husband, they're both brilliant cooks. So. Can I get this one to go smaller, thinner? So I might want to use it in 2 places. Yeah, I'm being driven around the bend at the moment. I've got a blasted plague of black fly in the garden, and whatever I try I cannot seem to get rid of them, so yeah, that's driving me mad. Not happy about that. Poppy, my little dog, she's hurt her foot. Excuse me while I have a drink of my fruit tea. It's raspberry and hibiscus. Hibiscus is supposed to be good for your blood pressure, apparently. So I think I need that. But yeah, I took Poppy out for a little walk around the block a few days ago now, and when we came back she was limping. I know she's got a bit of a dodgy leg, but her paw seems to be bothering her. So it's a vet's appointment tomorrow morning for her. So that's not a happy thing. Don't like to see her in pain. Yeah, I've had quite a week of it. I met up with my friend for lunch on Tuesday at the garden centre near her, and she has MS, and I've known her since we were at primary school, and yeah, it's going into like a 2nd stage, and I haven't seen her for some time, and I was so shocked at the way that she's deteriorated since. I was in, after she'd left, I was in tears, I must admit. And then my daughter, who does scans at a hospital, she's a nuclear technician, told me, with permission obviously of my friend, that an old friend of mine is in there who's got breast cancer the 2nd time round. So yeah, it hasn't been a very happy week at all, really. It's just, you know, been one of those. So really I'm glad to get on and do something and get my mind off it all. Right, so I'm going to start off with these bases, and let's have a look, see what we've got. I'm going to pop that on there and think of that one for the bead. Let's get those out the way a minute. Just have these 3. I'm just placing pieces. That one's a bit torn up bottom. I'm just basically placing pieces on to begin with, to see how I like the look of them, and yeah, taking it from there. Oh, excuse my stomach. I haven't had lunch yet, and it's quite late in the afternoon. I've just been a bit busy doing other things. the bee journal one. My stomach is so loud, I hope you can't hear it too much. I'll take that down there. And what I'm going to do is, when I've got a few made, I'll decorate them. Get the sleeves rolled up, shall we? This is pretty. Yeah, what else am I doing? Yeah, on Saturday night at my daughter's, I'm staying overnight. And then on the Sunday, we're meeting up with my daughter's dad's widow, also my daughter's half-sister and her mum. It's all very complicated. And we're all going for coffee and cakes after we've visited her dad's grave. This is something we do 2 or 3 times a year. We meet up usually on his birthday and also around the Christmas, which is around the time that he died. And we meet up at the grave and put our wreaths and things down and flowers. And then we go and have lunch or tea and cake or whatever we feel like. Oh, hello, here comes Poppy. Wait for the scratching. She's got to do it. I know she will. But yeah, so that's nice. It gives us a chance all to say hello because we've all remained really good friends. And yeah, and then but before we meet up with them, my daughter and I are going to go to a boot fair, which once again I still don't know if that's the same thing as an estate sale over in the USA or anywhere. No, that's 3 ready anyway, ready to be decorated. Yeah, so we're going off there to the boot fair, and obviously I'll be picking up things for my journals. I'll make this one a bit bigger because the bee journal's bigger. What have I got here? Let's have a look. Oh, this is pretty. I've already used some of this, but scissors, all that out, scissors. Gonna have that there so we can see both sides of that. But yeah, I like these page edge decorations because they finish a page off, don't they, and they make a change from lace. Although of course I probably will use a bit of lace with them. Let's get this through on the go. bit crease there, but I don't mind that. That can stay there. That's what I got. That will go with that. Definitely green would go. I don't know, it's quite nice with it. Sorry, I don't talk loud enough, do I? You'd have to turn your volumes up when you watch mine, I'm afraid. I wonder if I can get those stable. I only want to put about 3 bits on each, because otherwise it's going to be a bit thick, isn't it, you know, on the pages. I'll keep picking that piece up, and I don't really want to use it. So now this I'm going to cut in half. Actually, I'm going to cut it in a minute, so I'm not going to knock this lot flying on. Place that under there. Yeah, so the weekend should be nice and cheerful. I am looking forward to it. Oh, I do love this piece. I don't want to put anything too fancy with it, because I just want it to stand out. What have I got in here? Looking for a wider piece of something a bit. Oh, I think that would go. I'm getting ahead of myself because I'm supposed to be doing 3 at a time, aren't I? How about a piece of this? Then it moved. Oh dear. Going to be like that, is it? Yes, it is. Well, it can stay like that then. This one's going to be fun as well, isn't it? With that skinny little bit. I want to try and... That's better. Move that about a bit. No, you don't. I'm hanging on to it for dear life here. That's it, all together. Here's the wide B journal one. Do I want that with it? Here we go. Can't make up my mind. Actually, no, I think I'm going to put another piece of this with it. Then it will work better if they're both in the same journal. There'll be another piece of this running through the journal, if you know what I mean. To keep, what you call it, when you have the same colour in different places through a journal. I don't know what it's called now. No, gone. Absolutely gone. So we've got this one. You'll find a large piece of something to go on. Well, not a large piece, no, I'll put a thin piece on it, go on. No. Spinner. clear a little bit off that. Make life difficult for myself again. Fill it all the way. No, it's going to hide it too much. Yeah, that's how that one's going. I'm going to try and do this one straight away, because if I don't, you know what's going to happen, don't you? Have a piece of this. I'm going to have to cut it down. Where am I? Yeah, I'm going to cut it down a bit. Not sure what this is out of. Yeah, I think it's the... No, I don't know. Might been, I think it might have been Alice in Wonderland, actually. That's quite nice. Let's have a look, see if I can drag any more bits out. Nice blue pieces here. This is pretty. Well, let's have a nice, nice bright one on a piece of this. Oh, that'd be nice. Let's trim this down a bit. And this was out of the boho art journals. And I'm going to keep it nice and bright. Like that. So I know what I'm trying to do, even if you don't know what I'm trying to do. So what are you all playing with? Are you all got journals on the go, or like me trying to battle through the scraps at the same time? Oh, sorry, itchy nose. Inside means I'm going to have a surprise, apparently. I just hope it's a nice surprise. This feels like more than one piece. Oh, it is more than one piece. Oh, look at that. Let's have a piece of this. Some of these I don't know where they're going to be going, to be honest with you. But it doesn't matter. I'm sure eventually they'll find their way into a journal that they suit. Yeah, perhaps a base of this on this. Yeah, that. That one can go down there. It's so simple to put together. I think another time I might do the torn paper ones that you stitch. So I like those. Oh, a little fly in here, probably a fruit fly after my tea. Excuse me while I have a drink. Oh, that's better. I like this, but I'm not sure about it, you know. Let's get the cutter out. Sorry about the noise. Actually, I'm going to take a bit off the bottom first. And then make it a bit narrower. Then it can possibly go in the junk art journal that we're working on. What else have I got in here? Have a bit more of that. Oh, that's pretty. Getting into it now. What makes you think turquoise is one of my favourite colours? Oh, that's nice. Don't know where it's going to go, but it's nice. Cool. Okay, so this has got to go into our junk art journal, isn't it? Because that's so floral and pretty. And I'm going to keep it that width as well. So let's. I just want to chop the end off this. I want a funny shape in the end. That's it. That can go in the bin. I'm not saving everything, otherwise I'll end up with a load more. Not that this is making much of a hole in my drawer of it, but there you go. Never mind, it doesn't matter, does it? Right, now that's beautiful, isn't it? What can I do with that? I don't know. Don't know what I can do with it. And that fly is going to drive me mad. Go away. That's too much on there, isn't it? Now I've got to find things to go with these. No. Oh, look. This is a bit wide, but let's chop it down. I should prepare a lot of this in advance, but then that takes the spontaneity away, doesn't it? So don't want to do that. Let's trim a bit off this piece. And yeah, I'm going to trim a bit off this piece. I might use it somewhere else. Sorry, I've got a very croaky voice. Well, you know I've got a croaky voice anyway. But sometimes it's worse than others. I think, might have said before, a lot of my medication dries my voice out. So please forgive me for that. Now, I wanted a wide piece, quite a wide piece to go under here. Because I really want this to stand out because it's too beautiful not to. I don't know which way. Yeah, I suppose it can go out that way, can't it? It can. Yeah, that way. Another pretty one here. Something to go underneath. Got to find a piece of something. Got some green in it. I think that would go. Oh, it's a bit. Needs trimming really. I'm not very straight at cutting, I'm afraid, but they're the junk journals, aren't they? And they can have a piece of this on each, I think. Put a, or am I? Yeah. where do I want them? That's the trouble. Typical with me, once I've got what I want, I don't know what to do with it. Yeah, I think that one's good for that. Right, I want that there, or do I want it on top of this one? Perhaps take that up. I do faff, don't I? Yeah, if you look back at some of my journal flip-throughs, if you haven't seen them, you'll probably recognise a few of these papers. That's it, yeah, I like that one like that. And then I just want to do something with this one. Oh, that's quite nice, that piece. I'll take it down here though. Yep. It's a fun bit. Hope it's going to reach, yeah. I'm stapling roughly where I'm going to decorate. Although I don't mind the staple showing really. Doesn't bother me, but I'll probably go and decorate in a totally different place. Being contrary like I am, apparently. That bit in here, that's in. Right, I'm going to put these bits away and we'll find some bits to go on there. It's just to pressure them up. Oh, it's hardly made a dent. And of course I'm adding back some shorter pieces, like you do, but it doesn't matter, does it? It doesn't matter. All keeps us happy. Now, what have I got in here? I've got some clusters. Some pretty clusters, not that, that's a bit too hefty. That's what's it, decoupage is it they call it? I've got some lady, these are from, I made these for my vintage ladies journal, and these are just some clusters that I made, but I think some of these would be a bit too big. I suppose it depends where they go, but then they'll be better on the tops, like in the corner of a page. So I think a lot of these clusters are big. Those two are quite a nice size. That's not too bad. And let's see what else I think I've got. How many vintage lady ones I've got there, but we'll see. Got lots of little bits of lace, and I'm going to need. Right, let's have a look. Let's find the vintage lady ones. Is that one done? Yeah. That's an odd piece. I dare to throw that piece away. Right, let's have a look. I think cool. Does she go nice on there? Or? I think she'd look quite pretty on there. Yeah. Let's find some glue. Put plenty on it because it's quite a thick one. Oops. So I only decided at the last minute that it's going to sit over the side there. I'll put a bit more under here. Put that over there to dry. This one, I think it's a pretty little butterfly or something would go on there. Quickly, this one's nice, isn't it? I'm going to quickly cut it out. She says quickly. Oh. Since when did I do anything quickly? But I'll try my best. Sorry, was I out of frame then? Not that you can answer me, but let me know in the comments if I am ever really out of frame, because I tend to pull things towards me when I work, and I forget when I'm filming that if I do that you can't see what I'm doing. Yeah, I was thinking of getting perhaps my gel plate out. I'm just as much of an amateur with that as I am with this, to be honest with you. I've done a couple of videos, if you have a look back. Done 2, messing about with the gel plate, which is great fun. Where should I have him? I'll sit him up there on the staple, I think. It looks quite a good place, actually. But yeah, I was thinking of getting my gel plate out again. And also, I've got a lot of gel prints. So sorry about that. The storage ran out on my phone. I can't find the one that's got the extra storage on. This is my old phone. So anyway, I've just finished off decorating a few, and I think there's only 2 or 3 left to do. I hope you like them, and I'll just finish the other couple off and show you next time. As I say, once again, sorry about that. The phone just cut off just as I was sticking, what was I doing? I was sticking a butterfly on, wasn't I? But anyway, they've come out quite pretty, and I've added a bit of lace to some of them. And yeah, I think they make quite nice page decorations. So thank you for joining me, and take care, and I'll see you in the next one. And yeah, I might get the gel plate out at some time and play with that. But I'll be doing another Happy Scrappy Saturday next week, and I may well do a video in the week of the bee journal. Okay, so thank you very much. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.